Hi guys, Rich here, back with another car boots pickup. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who's liking, sharing and commenting on my videos. You know, I really appreciate it, and thanks for all the good feedback from my out and about car boots. So yeah, I'm actually uploading one now, or editing one now. One of my out and about videos. I went with a friend, never gonna go again. It's the biggest idiot ever. It was really funny, but yeah, I should have got a lot more. But my friend kept them butting in. I'm never going to go car booting with him again. It wasn't too boring, but it's really funny. But this is what I picked up. I went to Exeter this weekend, and there was a toy and like train fair. And I thought I'd sell some video games there. So I thought, since I'm driving to Exeter, it started. You can set up at 8:30. So I thought, I might as well go to the local car boot. So I did. So yeah, so this is what I picked up, I think. I'm not sure what order I got these in, so I'll probably do half of it, because I went to the early car boot, and went to the toy fair, and I walked around, and I set my table up, and all it was just bloody, just toy cars, bloody train sets. There's a couple of like Star Wars toys, and a couple of like figures like that, but mainly it was just like trains this big, 70 quid, and there's about 50 of them. Trains this big, 25 quid. And I'm thinking, why are they like, oh, the bigger ones seem to be more expensive than the little ones, and there's like even like track, £15 for track in like a display case, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, is this what we're going to end up in like when we're like 80 years old? We're just going to have our video games just all fucking in a little display cabinet, just like a Game Boy game, do not touch. People are doing that anyway, aren't they? They send it off to be bloody graded and stuff. But yeah, if the event actually opened at 10:30, but you could pay £10 and go in early. This is like the toy fair, so there was a few people who went round. Was it worth me doing? By the time I paid for my table, also food for my mate for sort of being there all day, petrol, and just my car boot money, I made about 30 quid. So I was 30 quid up. But I guess more would go there if I do it again. I'm not sure if I do it again. More people will sort of know I'm there, because lots of people are like, oh, are you coming back next time? We'll bring more cash rather than for the trains and all the cars. Even like a little tractor this big, 45 quid. People were selling tractors this big. I'm thinking, no wonder all the old people in the boxes finding toy cars and stuff like that. It was crazy. I might have done a video of actually walking around. Yeah. Anyway, this is my this is what they pick up from. I'll try and remember if I actually got them from what I actually got from Exeter from the first car boot. Because after for the day I'm thinking, this is absolutely shit. I'm well bored. Me and my mate there sitting there. Thinking we're just sitting there just doing nothing. Thought, the Exeter racecourse car boot starts. I'm thinking, I could be there in 10 minutes. It's only up the road. And my mate goes, I'll look after your table for you. I think, thank God for that. Got the car, race up there. So this is what I got from both car boots. I love my wrestling DVDs, and it was WrestleMania 24 anniversary. So the 25th anniversary. The one that Undertaker lost. It's supposed to come with an outer cover, but obviously there's no outer cover. Okay, this is WrestleMania 24. Or 26. No, it's 24. Also picked up, I think this was from this and some other games was from the same guy. The discs are pretty scratched, but hopefully I can maybe recover them. Basically, this was 50p, I think it was in the end. I'm trying to remember. Was it 50p or a pound? So it's Knights of the Old Republic 2 for the Xbox, original Xbox. But the disc is absolutely destroyed. I was able to clean it up. So yeah, so all we need is just a good disc clean, and I'll be able to trade it in to a game shop and get at least maybe £3 or £4 for it. I think this was the other one, Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusade. And this guy, he had loads of like PS1 games, but they're wrapped around, I guess, in like brown sort of like box tape, and we were trying to fucking get them off, and the brown like fucking tape was like sticking to the games. I'm thinking, it's just couldn't be bothered. But this is the only one I sort of survived from it, and it was surprisingly good condition because I picked up those two. The actual disc is in like mint condition, but I picked up those two and they're a little bit scratched. But it was like Rayman. I think I might have paid £2 for that lot. Okay, the next sort of there was a trader there. I actually sold some stuff to him. Actually, was it last summer or the summer before? she remembers me as well, thinking, oh man, he bought my Xbox. I'm sure the Xbox didn't work, but he must have sold it on his table to somebody. But yeah, so he was like putting out some games and that, so I didn't actually know it was him, so all I saw was like just walking down, and it was just like, he just seemed to sort of like pull up with like everyone else. And he was walking around the car bit before, and I guess I just didn't notice his table there. And normal cars were pulling in, and he was sort of setting it up where people were just obviously driving in. I thought, oh, and I saw like a couple of N64 controllers, and I was like, my heart was racing, thinking, fucking hell, awesome, some retro games. And then I saw him, I'm like, oh, my heart sank, thinking, oh, great. He wants obviously probably, you know, really good money for it. Anyway, yeah, he had loads of controllers on the table, and there's one controller which was, it was blue. Well, no, it was blue on the bottom and like yellow on top, and I'm like, oh, I go, how much are your controllers, mate? He goes, he had a gold controller, I think that was like 15. A couple of the others were like £8. I'm like, oh, and he goes, oh, this was the rare sort of like half-coloured one. That's 15 as well, and I'm like, what? Okay, they didn't do a half-coloured one. I'm like, mate, this is clearly the blue controller, which most of the blue N64 controllers do. They go like yellow on top, and I'm like, hey, this is. He goes, no, trust me, I looked on eBay, I couldn't find it anywhere. I go, mate, the reason you couldn't find it anywhere because the top of it was fucking yellow, and the bottom of it was blue. Anyway, we were sort of like a mini argument, and then I walked away, and then I turned my camera on. I was like, with my mate, I'm like, mate, come look at this fucking controller. And he sort of like admitting, goes, oh yeah, I think it is a blue controller. It's just gone yellow on top afterwards. I was like, mate, you having a laugh? Yeah, actually, I had my out and about video as well, so I'm looking forward to it. But he was putting out games on the table. There was sort of, I would say 10% less than sort of like eBay and Amazon, which is okay. But there's one game that I just wanted, which was Outlaw Golf, and this was £2. So this is just to fill my GameCube collection. I didn't have it on my list, so I think I'm about 130 GameCube games short, and most of them are just all little trashy games like this. And if he had every single trashy game for £2, I would just buy them all for £2, to be honest. And that was about it. Was from him, but yeah, I was still walking around, and it was a couple of PS1 games, or one game, and that's the Hubs. I don't know who. Jim Henderson. I guess he did the Muppets and stuff. Never heard of these people. I don't have it in my collection, so I thought, oh, a shit game that I probably don't. So definitely going to give that a try, because that's going to be absolutely shit. DS games are always brilliant to pick up. Either from my collection, if I've already got them, then it's good to trade in. And I'm going off to Play Expo this weekend, and on the way up I normally stop at loads of retro game shops, 2 or 3 retro game shops on the way up, and it's good just to have a little trade fodder like this, where you pay £1 or £2 and you get like £4 or £5 or £6 trade in. So I'll just look them up, and that's Grand Theft Auto Chinatown, Super Mario Brothers. I can't remember how much I spent on these actually. Rainbow Islands. I've already got this one. I didn't think I had it, but I already got it. And Theme Park. Oh, I love Theme Park. It was so hard. I thought when you actually had the proper settings, the full settings, when you have to negotiate the goddamn negotiate the staff wages, and actually all the fries and stuff, and somebody run out of fries. It was such a good game. Yeah, there were, at the weekend there was loads of sort of like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they're all really stupid, really expensive. So I'm always looking at the trading cards. There's a guy I know called Vinny. He's a good lad, and it normally just goes down to he's mad for miniatures in St Austell. So he does like Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, and he has some board games as well. So normally I'm going to pick up Yu-Gi-Oh cards and that from the car boots. I take him down to him, trade him in, get some trade, and over like the summer and that, I normally pick up a £40 or £50 car boot. Board game, yeah, £40 or £45 board game, when it's only cost me like £4 or £5 worth of like Pokemon cards and stuff, and he just sells, I think he gives like 5p a card, and if there's a rare card he gives like a couple of quid, and he just sells them for £8 or £9. Because I don't know nothing about, I'm not bothered about selling on eBay, they just seem too much hassle. So this is like a trading card, this is sealed, and I don't think they're actually worth much, but they're called Huntic? Never heard of them, but it's sealed. He might, yeah, it's not exactly a very good collectible card, but because it's sealed, he might want it. If not, I might be able to just trade it on. Okay, and that's sort of like, there's shitloads down actually. Okay, so with my video, like I said with my camera, I keep on bloody leaving it on and forgetting to turn it off. So the second car boot I didn't actually film, but the first car boot I did. But the second car boot, it started off really shit, and there was always more people coming, and I was able to pick up some annuals. So this woman, she had 4 big boxes, and it just looked like stuff from the loft. I'm like, oh, awesome. And she got out of the car, she put one box down, and I'm like, can I have a look at the box? She's like, no, we have to wait till it's set up. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. So I'm standing there, and then she's like, deliberately like, just like looking at me. So I sort of walked off for 5 minutes, come back, and she had like slowly getting the table out, and then she's got slowly get the box, and then she let me look through one box, and and there were these 2. And it was Return of the Jedi Annual and Star Wars Annual #1. Luke Skywalker looks really weird. So clearly they must have done the artwork before they even cast half the fucking actors. Because it looked nothing like the actual fucking characters. It's really weird. It's like the worst art impression ever. So I got them. So I think Gashead was messaging me earlier, so I'm going to take them to Play Expo and, yeah, swap them for a couple of beers. I think they're only like £1 each anyway. So one beer, I'll be happy. He's hopefully he wants them. Anyway, yeah, so she got the one box out, and then I'm like, can I look at the second box? No, you have to wait till I get the first box out. And I'm like, fucking hell, this is killing me. Absolutely killing me. There could be some rare stuff in there that I want. But she's like taking forever to get out, and her boyfriend just standing there just like looking like he didn't want to be there. I'm like, mate, can't you just help her unpack this stuff? And he was just being a dickhead. But there was a couple, did I get anything else from him? Oh yeah, I finally got some stuff out, some of the boxes. I forgot what it was. I think it was old Skeletric set. There was loads of, I think there was about 10 Spectrum games, but for the Spectrum games, he wanted like 20 quid or something, and I'm like, put them back down, thinking 20 quid just for these Spectrum games. You're having a laugh. I remember just picking I think I picked these 2 up, and actually I was still waiting there patiently, but then looking at the other card, thinking people are coming in, and I think I gave them, I think it was 3 quid plus this one there. It's a Raceway little handheld. I'm trying to think what year it is. Does it say anything? No. So it's just a random little handheld. And that was just like 3 quid. And did they have any of this stuff as well? I think one of these books was actually... No, I don't know. Oh, I'm all confused. Oh, no, it was a Game Boy game. So I think it's actually 3 quid or 3.50. And it was F-15 Strike Eagle. I think it was actually 3 quid. Because it was 2.50 and I didn't have like 50p on me. And they didn't have 50p. I'm like, oh, we'll just take 50p for this. Because all my change was at the bloody convention. Just a random Game Boy game, which I don't really care about, but I'm happy for the case, really. Okay, so I'm walking around again at the car boot, and once again, I'm still waiting for people to get out of the car. Nobody seemed to, because it's like, it was at Exeter, it's supposed to start at like 1:30. Or no, I think it's 1 or 1:30, and you pay £6 to get in early. So some of the sellers are just really fussy, like they want to actually like set up the whole table before you actually buy anything. I'm like, for God's sake. But some people are just really happy just as soon as the boot opens. They're like, just ready to sell everything. I'm like, I'll take my money elsewhere. Well, this is one sort of board game I sort of like, I can't look at that board game in the back, and he's like, no, come back in 20 minutes time. I'm like, fuck off. And it's Clangers the board game. Man, it looks fucking shit. So I'm going to give this a go. I'll just buy my shit board games and find it out there's either one piece missing or it's just the shittest game you've ever played. But yeah, it looks absolutely dreadful. Don't know how old it is. I wish it would say. Made in the EU, so must be quite recently then. Yeah, Clangers the board game. I do buy a lot of shit, don't I? There was one lady, she had loads of Pokemon stuff, and yeah, and I got this off her, and it was Pokemon Annual 2011, the Annual 2008, Pokemon World Annual 2010, they're like hardback, and these is 206 pages of Pokemon. Also got Pokemon the memory game. I guess this is just fucking guesser, innit? It's fun to match pictures of your favourite Pokemon. Just flip over the tokens 2 at a time, trying to match. If you find the same token, you keep them. Gotta catch them both. 1999 as well. It's another random fucking game. I think that's about it. Oh no, I've got loads of these things. Also picked up a Nintendo Game Boy, I think it's Samsung cover. For the same woman who had these, I think I got all this lot and these for £4. Looks like Yoshi, fucking, who's that? I can't even remember who he is. I should know who he is. Pikachu. Fucking another Pikachu. Some random Pokemon I've never seen before. I don't know, Sonic Flight? I don't know, I can never remember half of them. Who's this guy? He's doing my head in. Titles? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. So you guys will know. Star Wars poster playing cards. Basically, they're just a normal pack of 52 cards, but on each card is like a poster from all the movies and that. Okay. I love my Pogs and Tazos, so there was a little box of... I think I got these actually from the guy who was selling, like I said, you see my video, he had the Pokemon cards. And was selling them too high, my mate was fucking just being a dick. I'm like, oh, old Pokemon cards. I wouldn't mind them. They're a bit out of date, no one's into them anymore. Mate's just like, yeah, they're well collectible now, mate. They go for good money, and I'm like, fuck off, you idiot! I was so... You still gonna watch the video, I'm like, fuck off, you idiot! Basically cock blocking me, I'm trying to fucking buy fucking cards. Fucking twat. Okay, it's like fucking Pog World Tour, I don't even want to go through them all. Tazos, I'm buying about 100 packets of fucking Tazos years ago, fucking Walker's Crisp and that, just to eat some of these bloody Pogs. Pog Series 2. There's all kind of World Tour Pogs. Some still sealed and they still fucking, I guess, the hands sort of smell fucking salt and vinegar crisps. Daffy Duck. Some really fucking random Pogs. 1994. Fucking, I'm old. 95, yeah, that was the World Tour one. Series 2 was 94. I think the original was fucking 93. They're all the rage, weren't they? Limited edition Pogs! So then we'll go with Pog the Game. Where is Pog the Game? Can you? I don't know if you can see him up there, but he's there. He's up there. And the Tazos. And I think that is it. Oh no. Couple more figures. That dude. That must be Jigglypuff. That's gotta be Jigglypuff. Fucking, I don't know half the Pokemon. He was the scary one, wasn't he? When he fucking shadow somebody? And whatever this guy is. There's about fucking 900 of them, isn't there? Even the original 150, I had Pokemon Red, so I sort of missed half of them. Kept with the same, literally kept with the same fucking ones. Just added the abilities. The same fucking Pidgey. just fucking tearing shit up. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, not exactly the best card, but not much retro. I missed out on the Game Boy Advance boxed, but I've already got the Game Boy Advance, so sometimes I'm just going to car boots, walking around thinking, oh, even when I could pick up like a box, yeah, there could be like a Mega Drive bundle. I think I used to be gutted, but now I think I've already got those games, you know, and seem to be like turning more into a trader, just buying stuff just to sort of like trade in. Because I've got so much stuff, you know. It's all about Super Nintendo games. I need some Super Nintendo games, but they're getting rarer and rarer. So yeah. So cheers guys, this is the video. I might just do a little video in a minute or tomorrow about Play Expo. So yeah. So cheers guys. Or shall I just do it now? Why am I just do it now? No, I'll do it afterwards.